Hello, everyone. We are live. Today, I have a very, very good honor, very good chance to talk to our business owner. Her name is Melissa Kondro, right? Kondro? Melissa Kondro. Sorry, pronounced not quite right. But she is the same with me. She's only 4.5 hours away, approximately, with us. We are in Canada. That's really good. I hope you guys there is good. My side right now is only full of snow. It's cold. Yeah.
Yes.
You have
It's not too bad. All our snow is melted now that we did get. But it's chilly.
it's chilly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ours is like -6 right now. Last night is
Okay.
-11. I'm a little bit north side, but similar lah. It's not too far from you.
We know what's coming,
Yes.
right? We live in
Yeah,
Alberta. We get winter for a long time.
for sure. We just started.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, then let's let you introduce yourself first. Thank you.
Sure. So as Sasha said, my name is Melissa. I live just north of Edmonton in a smaller city. And I live here with my husband of 26 years. I have three beautiful daughters, two that just graduated from post secondary. So we got all that out of the way. And we have one that watches over us from heaven above. So,
Oh, beautiful.
and of course, my fur babies as well. So I am a retired, I guess you could say, social worker. So
You
I
if
did
you
social work for about 30 years. And I, I knew that I didn't really like, it's very draining, the work that I did. I was always working with a lot of the time with family violence. And so I knew though, like I meant to help people. I meant to, inspire and help them through difficult times or help them through whatever times really. So it was hard to leave social work, but I needed to find something that would fit within my schedule and
When
something
did
where I
you,
could
sorry,
still help
when
people.
did you start to are you original from the places you
From
wasn't there, right?
No, I was originally from Ontario.
Oh, okay. And when
Yep,
did you
yep.
move to
Several years ago when I was younger. I did go back to Ontario for school, but then I came back again and met my husband, and then the rest is history.
so you were in there like how many years? 30 years in that
40.
town?
Yeah,
40 years in that town. Wow. That's
yeah,
amazing. Eh? You
yeah,
really settle, eh? Is your husband from local?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Yes, he'll
Oh,
stay here
you come
forever.
to work and met it and just settle, stay
Yep.
there and raise the children, right?
Yes,
And also you
exactly.
work. When did you retire? When did you start to
About
retire?
three
Last year?
years ago.
Fi-
3 years
what?
ago.
Three
Yep.
years ago already. Well, you
Hmm.
look young. It's hard to
Thank
tell.
you. Well,
You look
and
young.
like I said, it's not
Yeah,
retire in regards to,
the age.
not ever working. I'm 51 years old. I just knew that that job that I was doing was just a lot for me. So
It's
I
very
wanted to find
stressful.
something different.
Yeah, you say you work in that industry. In that you live there 40 years, right?
Yep.
You raise the children there too. Your kids are all born there, right?
Yep.
And then you have 30 years working. Wow, that's a really stressful job.
Hmm.
Very long time. I don't know. You didn't get burned out yet. You don't look
Yes.
like that.
Yeah,
So that leads to
definitely.
me. What is the reason? Yeah, you are going to tell me more. So, what is the reason why you choosing this online business? Mm.
So this business, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so I just kind of looked around. I knew that I probably wanted to work online.
Yeah.
And so this popped up into my news feed, similar to probably a lot of your followers, where you see something and you think, I wonder if I could do that.
Mm.
And so I wasn't sure if I could do it at all, but I saw an ad. I clicked on the ad. I watched our free webinar, and I was like, "Wow, this could really be it for me." So I took the plunge, and that was 2.5 years ago.
Wow, wonderful. So
Mhm.
you was watching the like the free webinar, right? 90 minutes, and then everybody will start from there, so you know more, right? Wow, that's amazing. So you knew this is your online business. You want
That's
to
right.
hold it.
Yep.
And just for your transit, at that time you already maybe quit or on the same on the halfway. I'm not sure. Did
Yeah, I have
did you
like
quit it first, or you just on the semi part? You
no
look at
semi. Like
semi,
I
right?
started slowing down in my other
That's good.
positions and then went into this full time.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
good to know. Wonderful. It's amazing. Transit, but it's good though.
Yeah.
So I have the side question closer
Mhm.
to this one, but it's a side question. So online business is so broad right now. And then it's after the pandemic, everybody know everybody
Yes,
will go online, either shopping or to be an owner, right? So
exactly.
so did you look into others or just this one?
No, I had looked into others,
Mhm.
and I think for me, after watching the webinar and realizing, because when I was lucky enough when I watched the webinar, it was a lady who lives 20 minutes from where I do. And
Oh,
so I was like, oh, well, okay,
wow.
you must be real, right? Because I think a lot
Yeah.
of times we hear all these things and,
Mhm.
they make all these promises. And with
Yeah.
this one, it doesn't make you promises. It
Mhm.
shows you that with hard work and consistency, showing up to your business, sky's the limit, right? There's no um, cap on what you can do, what you can make, and the community is just amazing. So, yeah, other ones I just didn't feel the pull. Like I just it didn't feel right to me, and this one really did.
You mean the same business or the different ads, or I mean the
No,
different
just
person, or
different
is it different
businesses.
business?
Yeah,
Okay,
just different
like an
businesses.
Amazon or
Yeah,
eBay or
exactly. Doing different.
Etsy's or what else? Shopify.
That's right. Yeah,
It's not
lots of
touching
different
you.
things to do, and I think with this one,
Mhm,
the commission structure for
mhm,
me was
mhm.
like, wow, because you're not just doing these little bits kind of thing. You
That's
know
right.
what I mean? It would
That's
take forever to make the impact I think that this business does. So,
right. Mhm.
yeah, this checked all my boxes.
I understand. There's no limit on the top.
Yes,
You
that's
mentioned about
exactly
three
right.
of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you tell me more about, you mentioned about that lady only 20 minutes away from you.
Yes.
So in the beginning, you didn't know though, or is it
No.
in the beginning in the ads, you already know she mentioned about where is it from? So you heard that?
Yep. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she lives about 20 minutes away, and she had said she was just outside of Edmonton, and so I know
Ah, okay.
around we have
Pretty
lots of different
close.
communities, but close enough.
That's
And you know what? She had a couple young children, and she was able to retire herself completely after a year in the business, and she was a
okay.
professional making a good income.
Okay.
And yeah, so
So she's not stay-home mom. She has a young kids, but she has a full-time job. But she also take on this online business. Is that what you mean?
at the time, yes. And
And then
then
after a
within,
year, like what she say, she making the ads, and then she say, "I totally can drop in that one. I can just
that's right.
stay-home mom,"
Yep,
and that is really
exactly.
stunning on
Yeah.
you. It's like, wow, it's a professional job, but she only doing 1 year, and she has a kids. Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Big
Yeah.
pull, big pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next question I would like to ask, even people they're asking around, say, what is this? I'm still not quite sure. What is this business? How are you going to tell them?
Basically, I would say that it is it our business teaches you how to
Mhm.
become a business owner, how to jump into the digital space and learn about social media marketing. And the training is bar none the best training that I've ever seen. And so it helps you create something of your own, but within a community of like-minded people. So
Mm.
you're never on your own. I kind of think of it almost sort of like, say, a franchise, right? So you're coming in, you have your own spot, but there's no storefront, right? You're not having to sell to family and friends. Thank God you're not having to sell at all, because I could not do that. But our platform itself teaches them all about social media marketing and how to make an income online.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
At least helping somebody, and then they're still thinking about it. What is this?
Totally.
What are you guys talking about, right?
Yeah.
After you done this business like 2.5 years or two years, you say start from 2 years something, like a month. I'm not sure how long exactly, but at least 2 years. So after you done this and you decided you really complete the retirement too. In the beginning it's the same year, right? But complete now. Even you are not that age, no wonder you look so young.
Thank you.
And then so what does that bring it to you? Yeah.
I think, for me, the financial gain has been great. For being in social work, my husband's in oil and gas. So, we've kind of gone up and down with the market, and we've been through 3 recessions, I think now. And so we really had to, with social work, I didn't have a pension. My husband didn't have a pension. So we knew that we had to do something. Right? We had to do something different.
You work in the 30 years for the social worker. It's kind of like a government's job. You don't have pension?
No, not government at all.
RSP, like from company, or
not from companies. No, we did our own. But so it wasn't for the government. It was like usually.
How about the oil patch? I know the big company, they have compensation. They have RSP too. Right?
Yep. Not my husband, because he always worked for himself. So he contracts out to 2 places. And then so it was up to us to make our own retirement savings. But like I said, with the ups and downs in the market, we've had to dip into our savings quite a few times. And then pay for our girls' education and things that just, we had to do it on our own, right? So we knew coming into this, like, we had to have an income that could support us even during retirement, basically. So this was just, I can say what I've gained from it is sort of peace, because we're going to be fine, right? Because this is something that like, for anyone that's listening that thinks, oh my gosh, I couldn't do this, or it would be a lot of work. For me, this is fun. Like, I enjoy every moment of this, right? And we're able to coach and mentor people. We're able to help them. And my goal is, how many people can I give this opportunity to, so that they also don't have to worry, because everything's increasing in costs, and what, maybe your nest egg you had isn't going to go as far as it would now. Right? So I think what it's brought me in 2 years is a peace in knowing that I'm going to be fine.
Yes.
And one of the biggest parts is meeting people like you, Sasha, because I've met people from all over the world, all different nationalities, all different, career, or all different backgrounds and what they've done in the past and what they're doing now. And that to me is number one. Like, everybody, I don't think there's many things you could get into where every person wants to see you succeed. You know what I mean? Like,
no, say more.
So this entire community wants to see you, Sasha, succeed. There's nobody competing with you. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nobody competing or saying like, oh, well, for me coming on here, having an interview with you, do I gain from it, say financially? No, but that's okay, because we're connecting on our businesses. I'm supporting people who might be watching your page and showing what the opportunity is, and you know what I mean? Like, it's give and take. And I don't think you find that in a lot of business settings.
Not long ago, I was post in my Facebook page about, I don't know, you heard it before. No, I was watching something. I said, yeah, I know this one in my back home, the language part, because it's Chinese. But actually, English has the same, like the term they're using. It's like the crab in the bucket, the crab mindset.
Oh yeah.
Because they keep it pulling each other down. That's normal, right? Normal, the business way.
Yeah.
But somehow never see it in this business.
No.
Everybody helping each other.
Everybody is building each other
strange.
up.
It's kind of unique.
It is.
Everything all have a product or have something, and then they all stepping on each other, just like a crab in the bucket. The crab mind is, I want to climb out, but never get out because they don't help each other.
I think what I love about this is everybody in the business that I have met believes in servant leadership. And that means you pull people up, right? You can't be successful in this business unless you're helping others. And I love that. I love that.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the main part. What do you think about what kind of people they would be suitable to do this business?
You know what? I think anyone, because like for me, for instance, I was very shy, very introverted, very quiet. I would have never, 2 years ago, if you told me I'd be sitting here with you and we'd be chatting to whoever's out there, I would have been yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Right?
Too.
And this has been a blessing for me because it's helped me grow. It's helped me increase my confidence. And I think that anybody, for me anyways, it took about 2 weeks with the training to be up and running, to have my everything set up and ready to go. So I did devote a lot of time in the beginning. Like that was like, okay, lots to learn, but I had my coach and mentor, and every step of the way, it didn't matter what I had a question about. They were there. They helped me. And so I think no matter how much time you have, if you have an hour or two a day that you can spend on this, you can do it. You don't have to be hugely tech savvy. Me as a social worker, like, that's touchy-feely feelings. How can I help you? Not technical. And I was able to do it. And now I can help other people do it. So I can't think of somebody. And on where I am, I've met quite a few people too that are 80 years old and have just started this business. And I've also met people who are 20 and have just started this business. So I don't think there's age, gender, nothing. I can't think of any person that this wouldn't be for.
How about the language barrier?
I think I know that the training is in English, so you do definitely have to have an understanding. But there's, and you could speak more to this, but I think there's a lot of support, and there's so many, I'm going to say groups, but people that support each other that have different backgrounds and speak different languages, and they can come together and support each other. So I do think you need a pretty basic knowledge of English, but otherwise I think it's totally accessible.
They do have the group for the different languages. I noticed I have the Filipino, have the Vietnamese, they speak Vietnamese, and Indian, and then others Cambodian. They have so many different people, and even in the Middle East. Muslim people there. In Canada, they immigrant here. They using their own language. I have a Russia or Ukraine. Just so many different languages. They all work in a different, because this language is on internet. even it's English, now we are very grateful they can translate.
That's right.
It is really helping a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then we do have the different background, the language people, they can help out too. So that's, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see the next one. If you see the people, they still, they hesitate, they probably sit on the fence or by the fence. Hopefully they're not fall. What do you think? They are still hesitate or they have skeptical for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Especially I know Canadians really skeptical. Usually, generally, if I know. What do you think about you would give them advice?
So I completely get your skepticism. I was exactly the same way. I couldn't believe that everything that I was hearing was actually true. Between the community, the amount of money that I could make, the support that I would have.
In the beginning?
Yeah. I was so skeptical, right? And to be honest with you, my husband's in the next room, but I'll say quietly, he didn't know I was doing this because he was very skeptical. But
for sure.
once, like in Canada, we receive checks, right, in the mail. And once those started coming in, game changer. He was like, oh my gosh, what are we doing now? How can I help? What are we going to do? But I think for people that are sitting on the fence, watch the webinar. It's 90 minutes of your life. Could be the best 90 minutes that you ever spend.
Yes.
Half of it is listening to people like Sasha and I share our experience. So you can't get different people online sharing their experience and it not be real when there's different people every week, right? It's not the same group of people. And then the other thing is, once you've watched a webinar, you can pay the $149 US to get further in and find out about absolutely everything. But you have nothing to lose. Like $149 you pay, you check it all out, you dig, you research, you bring your skeptical mind in and ask lots of questions. And if before 30 days it's not for you, then you get a refund. That's it. So easy. So people sitting on the fence, I think if they're watching this, they're thinking in the back of their head that they want to change something. And we all know that if nothing changes, nothing changes. So if you're doing the same thing continually, you're not making the change that you want to. So jump off the fence, jump in and check it out. And if it's for you, great. We're all here to help. And if it's not, then you go on your way. That's true, because there's no risk at all. Like you say, 30 days, 149 US dollars, of course. This is the basic, right? It's global. So everybody using the US dollar. Exactly. So if 149, how long you can use it for? Maybe the biggest meal, like 3 of them. Exactly. The restaurant or something is just 3 times. But for the life changing, right? Because this system hasn't changed, increasing the number. I mean, you had to pay a lot of money to get lots of training. This is valuable, amazing valuable. It is, definitely. So they should just jump in. That's right. Jump in. Think about too long. So that has brought up me the next question. Do you think they should jump in earlier is better than later? I think for me, that's the only thing that I regret is that I didn't find this. So I didn't take long to jump in. Once I saw it, I thought, okay, I can do this and I want to do this. Was I scared? 100%. Was I, nervous and thinking like, can I actually do this? For sure. But if I could have found this 5 years ago, I can't imagine where I would be right now. You lots of time. You probably retire earlier, like that. That's like exactly right. Like that the person they brought you in, that person, right? That's exactly right. She just did it 1 year. She totally dropped it a full-time career job, not the kind of this and that, the side hustle job, right? Yes. So it's not amazing.
So you kind of feel regret. You wish you said, don't think. If you think too long, just now is the best time.
And we are our worst critics. So we think too long, and we ask so many questions. And instead, stop asking the questions, jump in, find out the answers for yourself, and then decide.
That's right. Because they really don't have a risk. 30 days, 4 days, 30 days, you can get 149 complete back without question for it. Yeah, that's true. What is the next question? Oh, people might asking about have the market saturation. Do you think that is a problem?
No. When you think of the billions of people in the world, you know what? I have
Can I mention that? What's the reason I'm saying that? You can continue your thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, for example, in the COVID time, that mask is selling very good, right? So suddenly Amazon have lots of masks selling to the individual, right? Yep. That's a platform to everybody to be a business person or is a consumer. But they also have like others, the business, like so right now, I mean, after the pandemic, they open up, they have a bubble tea.
Yes.
They have everywhere bubble tea. Even our place is a small too. A whole bunch of bubble teas stores are opening up. So that is kind of like a saturate a little bit. That's what I'm mentioning about. What do you think?
Yeah. And I don't think that there is saturation now, and I don't think there ever will be with this, because when we started the conversation, I mean, you bank online, you shop online, we can chat like this online, everything is online. Things like bubble tea, it's great, fabulous, you can go out and get it on every corner, but if anything happened again, which we pray, knock on wood, that it doesn't, the only industry that did not shut down during COVID at all was the online space. So there's billions of people out there, people that are seeing this. Yes, there's other opportunities, I would say, but I think that there's not as many opportunities for something that is so legitimate. You know, even in Canada, we get a T4A, which means that our government, like, it's real, it's legitimate, right? You claim it, you pay your taxes, you do all that kind of stuff. So I think there's so many people in the world and so many people looking for these types of opportunities that you could do full-time, part-time, whatever time you have to commit. I don't think it will ever be saturated.
For sure. Do you have others reason you don't think that will be saturated? Different reason?
I think that
about our business, what is the style or something? I'm just thinking about what is the different points of view to say they will not have the marketing saturation. What do you think?
I think that, I mean, I guess it sort of depends on how people are thinking, but I mean, our platform, our training, what we offer, in my opinion, everyone needs. So even if there's people out there doing different things or working online, they don't have the same opportunity as what this platform offers. So saturation is something where, you know, it's like you'll see sometimes you'll say, hey, my 7 tips for digital marketing, or, you know, pay $9.99 for, you know, these, whatever. It's not like that, right? This is actual training that you can use. And there's no, do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, because some people might think it's like, say, Amazon, but when they started that time, it's okay. But a few years now, even it's online, but there's so many people jumping in, they feel it's saturation already. The seller is too many, too much competition. But like we say in the beginning, this is not a competition's business.
And I think a big point there too is that everyone has to remember that you aren't going to be everything for everyone. So someone who might relate to me or see my ad or see my face or see something, I'm going to resonate with certain people. Sasha, they're going to see your face. They're going to hear your story. They're going to see your video. They're going to whatever. Certain people are going to resonate with you. So there's not, and you know yourself, right? If you're going through your Facebook feed, you might see a few things, right? But it doesn't call to you. Somebody else, it might be like, oh, wow, I need to find out what's going on here, and I want to be involved. We all have that opportunity, I think. And so we aren't going to be the be all and end all for everyone, but certain people that's like that we speak to their heart, that's who we're going to be. And those people are everywhere.
Like you said, being in people's
Yes.
earth, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. The last question I would like to know, asking about is after you be the online entrepreneur, like we are now, the conditions after we join it, what conditions are needed, or what conditions are needed to be successful in this business? What do you think?
So I think big parts that you sort of need to focus on, I think, are to believe in yourself, to basically squash all the self-limiting beliefs, to be coachable. So you have to be able to hear from people. Not everyone's right, and not everyone's going to do things the way that maybe you think should be done, but we have a system and the system works. And so you do have to be coachable. You do have to be able to, and then you still do things that resonate with yourself. But I think you need to be persistent. It's not something, and we say that on the webinar, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Some people, they're off to the races and it's like, holy cow, you're making a lot really quick. Some people, it takes more time. You have to be persistent, and you have to just continue and continue and continue. I think it needs focus. I think it needs, I'm going to say creativity, but not where, like, to me, I feel like I don't really have a creative bone in my body, but creative in the way of being able to put yourself in other people's position and see what they're needing and how you can relate to them.
What they needed?
What they need. Yeah, like why they're, so for instance, for me, people that might resonate with me might be people that are close to retirement, realizing that they don't have enough. I also speak a lot to, I always had to work. So I didn't get that time with my kids at home. And so I want to also support young families who want to be home with their kids, because I didn't have that. I want to show you a way to do that. So that's what I mean by creativity, like thinking outside the box, thinking about what your market kind of might need, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
And I think to be successful in this online business as an entrepreneur, you have to have the heart to want to help others. You can't come in. I remember saying to my husband when I first started my business and being involved in the community, and I remember saying to him one day, I was like, I honestly think if I was really negative or not very nice, that I might get kicked out or not, but not that there's anything to kick you out from, but I mean, you have to have a wanting for more, and not just more for yourself, but for the greater good. That's what I would say is a big component.
Thank you. You share everything. It's from your points of view. It's sincerely. It's really you. This is really grateful. Today I have a chance to interview you. I didn't know you before.
No.
So I just see you. I said, okay, maybe I should chat with her. Maybe she would like to have a big interview. And then,
Yeah.
and you say, yes, thank you so much.
For
That
sure.
is how this business is going, is helping each other. We don't have like a directly the business like a crab. Say, oh, you want to get succeed, and then I had to pull you down. No, we
Right.
help each other. It's just really amazing how this globally the community. This system is really strange for me. I said,
Yes.
this is so strange. I never ever see the business can work like this way.
Yes.
Help each other to be success.
Yep.
Everybody
Exactly.
will be success. That's amazing. Really,
Yeah,
really
I think
blessed.
so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I have this is my last question. So I'm thinking is, do you have more you want to speak up? Then we can have using some time. So you want to tell everyone. Yeah. Before we
I
end.
think I've said mostly what I would want to say. I just want to maybe reiterate that I completely believe that if people are watching this, they're watching it for a reason. And if you have found this opportunity that Sasha has shared with you, then realize that that's what it is an opportunity. I think oftentimes we see things, we think they're too good to be true, or we think, oh, wow, that's, we think it's happenstance, or it's something that just, oh yeah, I see that, whatever, that's not for me maybe. But if you're seeing it, I really do believe that it's been placed in front of you for a reason. And if you're looking for something and you have 30 days to decide if this is really what we say that it is, then you've got nothing to lose. So I think I just want to say that to people, that don't. And I mean, I often get people too that'll be, well, tell me about it. Tell me about it. What is this? How does it work? And I say, can you watch the webinar? And they're like, no, I don't have time. I just want to know about this. No, if you don't have 90 minutes, to just take some time, grab a glass of wine and a notepad, sit down, watch the webinar, write down your questions. If you don't have time to do that, then maybe this isn't for you.
That's true.
And I think that for me, I struggle to remember everything that I want to tell people about the business. So in the webinar, it lays it all out for you. So I'm not going to be able to describe the opportunity as well as the webinar can, because that's what it's for. So I encourage everyone, watch the webinar, dig a little deeper, and let's see if this is for you.
Let's see themselves. Then
That's
you
right.
decide yourself, because we can like in Chinese we have the slang. I don't know exactly how to translate in English. It's the meaning is, if I tell him this cold water, it tastes so good, so refreshing. But if you don't taste by yourself, you would never know what I mean.
That's exactly right. That's very true.
I don't know. You have the short like a slang, or no? I'm not sure.
Right.
But it's a meaning.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Thank you so much for your time, and then
Thank you for having me. It was wonderful.
Thank you, and I hope that solving some other people that still have some, the set up their mindset right. And if you doubt it, you should try to understand yourself. Just put it in the 149. It's just not much money for 3 meal, big meal that's done.
Yep, that's
but
right.
You will get the
and then you're hungry again in 5 minutes.
That's right. This is a life-changing opportunity. It is. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you if I have a chance. I come with some others question or something. I will give you a call again and say, "Hey, would you like to go live again?"
That's
to
right.
answer some question for the people. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.